In this episode, I'm exploring an abandoned orphanage that was constructed back in the early 1960s. The facility changed hands multiple times over the next 40 years, and by the early 2000s, the buildings were being utilized as a drug rehab center for children. The orphanage has now sat completely abandoned for over a decade, decaying at the hands of nature and time. Let's explore.
Whoa, check that out.
Wow. This is like freaky.
Yeah.
Ghost house almost. It's in decent shape. The windows aren't really busted.
No.
Let yourself in. Alright guys, welcome back. Today Brent and I are exploring an abandoned orphanage. I've never even heard of an abandoned orphanage, and this is kind of cool because it's wide open, it's in decent condition. It doesn't really look anyone's been here, at least for a little while. But we're gonna see what's left in here. I think this looks like, what, a little cafeteria maybe? Right on the entranceway. Little kids could have got their food there. Wow. Mickey Mouse. All right, so it's called the Melwood House.
I'm gonna
Wow.
use the restroom.
Can we use the restroom?
Yeah.
Is that the playground you were talking about?
Yep.
Wow. It's really cool. I'll have to check that out. Definitely looks like it was just a younger generation. I know some orphanages can have kids of all age, like even into adulthood, but judging by what I'm seeing, at least from this wing, it looks like it was just younger kids. What, it's someone's picture?
Yeah, someone's kid.
I'll just blur it out. Honestly, you can't even really tell from here.
Yeah, December 2012.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Unbusted mirror. What's going on, guys?
Dude, do you think I've heard of these people? The sisters. They're like a Catholic group that owns like a lot of land around here, like a ton.
The Melwood program.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about, that retired nun place.
We gotta look into that.
That's,
I was saying that I think at least from this wing, it looks like, because you know how orphanages can have like older people too?
Yeah.
I think this might have just been a younger kids
I
orphanage.
think so too.
At least maybe by this wing. I don't know if you saw, but it did separate it by wing.
Yeah.
So maybe one wing had the younger kids and the older ones, but like, I mean, there's a playground. Like what orphanage with older people had playgrounds?
Playgrounds. So,
Think there's still power?
no, there's not gonna be power, but you know, it's kind of funny. There's a place that I went to, and my buddy did that, and it turned on.
Actually?
I'm actually serious, guys.
So it said on the calendar, what, 2012? But I mean, the condition of this doesn't tell me 2012.
No, I don't know why these windows are busted out though like this.
Just the ones in the back?
Yeah, there's been like, is there a dog in here?
Why is there
Dog shit.
everywhere?
Yeah. Yeah, this is like actual dog shit, dude. This isn't like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like actual reels.
Must have been the cover. Really rustic.
Pristine.
Oh, wow. Should we try it on?
Well, you can if you want.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they had their morals in check because everything here is anti-drugs and just morally how to treat each other.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's actually a much bigger playground than I thought. Holy
Does it
shit.
extend?
Oh my god, yeah. Extends all the way back in there.
Yeah, you can see stuff down in there.
Yeah.
We got to try out the swing set.
Yeah. Now, I feel like there's adoption records or something in here.
Some stuff we just shouldn't get into.
Yeah, probably not.
Look at the curtains.
That's where we came in at.
Definitely the cafeteria.
Yeah. That would be really up if somebody left their dog in here.
Honestly, we're gonna find something. It does not smell good in here.
No. Is it gym equipment?
It smells a lot newer in here.
There's no dog shit in here.
Court orders. We've been exploring the orphanage for like 10-15 minutes now, and there's a distinct smell of a dead animal, unfortunately. So that's not going to be in the video. The last ghost hunt that we did, we found a vulture that was like half the size of my body. So I don't know if we're going to find something to that extent, but it smells like a wet dog in here, and that's kind of what we're worried that we're going to find. So we're hoping that no one left anything in here or just abandoned their dog. But it doesn't smell too great. Not like asbestos or anything, but honestly like a dead dog. So hopefully it's not that, keeping our fingers crossed. But we're going to head down to an apparent second level, I guess. And there's a basement, which I didn't know that they had.
It's a pretty big building.
Gym equipment.
Yeah.
Little cycling bike.
I think there's a library in there. It's like...
Ooh, okay. Now, okay. All right, you might want to check this room out. I think we might have hit more or less the jackpot.
So we're like these... Oh my god.
You want to stay the night? It's honestly not too bad.
I mean, in terms of abandoned buildings, this is pretty good. You're living like a king right now.
All right, so even though Brent has a way better respirator than I do, this is an M3, so if you guys aren't protecting yourself in abandoned places, do it. We sense a little bit of mold, so we're going to throw these on. We seem to have found some chemicals as well. Maybe some first aid supplies. Deep sea. Nasal spray. Adult tongue depressors. What's a tongue depressor?
Press his tongues.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just these things, the sticks.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, let's see what's in here. Oh, it keeps going, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty shocked at how big the building is.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look at more stuff. Oh, wow. Here's the double bunk beds. A child seat. Alright, so that debunks the myth that there were younger kids. There's definitely younger kids that were here.
Yeah.
Mothers with children can wash kids' clothes only. Please sign in at the front desk when washing on this day. Thank you. Okay, so it wasn't just children. It looks like parents could stay here too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the double bunk beds are for.
Maybe like people who are like seriously like homeless families basically.
Any old files? I'm surprised they took everything out of here.
They did. They didn't leave anything.
Huh. Anything over here? What's this? Huh.
Like an adult crib? 'Cause that's like overkill for a baby or a toddler.
Way overkill.
Pretty sure that's an adult one, but I could be totally wrong about that.
Well, the springs are really strong, so it was meant to hold more than 5 pounds.
And it's this big, like you don't. Toddlers aren't gonna be able to get out of that.
No.
This thing home with me. Whew. Fix it up, sell it for a couple bucks. There's this really creepy playground that's just caked in to the woods here. It's been completely overgrown, and it looks like there may have been 2 sides to it. This looks like it was a toddler side almost with some smaller stuff, and then up here there's a couple bigger swing sets and everything. So we're gonna see if we can't hop on there and honestly have a good time. I wanna jump off of it. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
This one?
I'll jump ready.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah! This is like classic material that you'll find in your, elementary, middle school backyard.
But it's just crazy that the grass is just growing right over it.
And as far as we know, it's only been abandoned for about a decade, so.
If that,
Alright, yeah, you're right. That stuff is not forgiving. We can do it. We can evade the thorns. Ready? You're not ready for this. Dude, I literally passed 2nd grade. All these thorns are really tough to get through, and they hurt. So Brent's not coming up. He's gonna stay down there. Guys, as we always do, chair number 15 right there. Number 15 coming in clutch. I think this is actually one of the first chairs that we've seen. A lot of cribs, a lot of beds, a lot of bunk beds, but here's our first chair. So, chair challenge complete.
Oh my god, the nativity scene.
So we found Easter materials. Now there's Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Look at these couches, dude.
So yeah, I guess this is where they'd come in and like interview the potential
Sit right there.
adoptees.
I'm interested to see when this place closed because I really don't understand the decorations.
Well, I'm not gonna mention the name, but you know, because you're recording, but you can kind of see already the name of it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hopefully, this place. It's kind of crazy. I've never seen it.
Homeless children and youth. So not only was it an orphanage, but it was like a homeless shelter as well.
Yeah.
So I wonder if one wing was designated for the homeless people and then the other wing was more for the actual orphans.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Let's see. Basement.
Basement's fine. Yeah, I've definitely got to wear a mask on here. Sure.
Me too. I need to get a really good respirator though. Ooh.
Yeah, these are some big monsters.
So they cleaned all the clothes in mass quantities then.
What is this? Oh, okay. Dude, something tore something apart down here. The skull.
Alright guys, so I'm not going to say exactly what it was,
I don't know what it was.
but we found whatever died in here. It's ripped to shreds. It almost looks like a skunk or
Dude,
a squirrel.
no, but look at this. Look at the. Oh, that's a shoulder blade. That's a raccoon, dude.
Is it a raccoon?
Yeah.
So something tore apart a raccoon in here.
Yeah, something tore apart a raccoon. Like,
That is
that's actually pretty
vile.
scary.
like
Look,
what's big enough in here to tear apart a raccoon?
dude, a dog. That's what I'm saying. Like a dog. Like, cause look, dude, the arms are ripped straight off. Like that's the scapula, and then that's the actual arms.
Makes me not want to look, but I'm just like waiting to see like big red eyes like come out of the darkness.
Dude, yeah, that's. I've never seen it. That must have happened like semi-recently. Asbestos tile. Okay, so there is asbestos in here. It's lovely.
Or they're just saying that.
It's kind of creepy in here, dude.
Let's take a look. Watch your step.
Alright.
What is that, like an asbestos?
No, it's just me tapping, making noise, so whatever is in here.
Just wondering if there was some little trick that you knew.
No, no shit. That's wow.
Yep, that's disturbing. That's literally about as creepy as it gets.
We did that on purpose.
And in an orphanage too?
Yeah.
Talk about a bad omen. So far in the basement we have found this hanging doll. We found a dead raccoon and these creepy looking hallways. That looks like something straight out of a horror movie. Now, further into the basement, this may have been the library. Just judging by what I'm looking at on the floor here.
So I think that the small kids are been down here, like little kids.
Makes sense. I mean, these are toddler toys. If that, they might even just be baby toys. Look how small they are.
Yeah.
No one over the age of 1 or 2 is fitting on one of these.
This is a big playroom in here. You see this?
Yeah.
Let's go in here, I guess, before we keep going down. There's a lot of beds. It looks like someone tried to clean it up a little bit.
At least it's open too, so it's getting a little bit of air in here.
Yeah, this would be bad if you didn't have a mask. Like, look at that. That is bad.
Look at the designs. It's crazy that no one's touched this stuff.
At least vandalize it or draw like dicks on it or something.
I know. There's nothing. Literally nothing.
Yeah, it's not going to be that way soon.
Yeah. See, some of these rooms are in really bad shape, and then other ones have not a touch of mold on them.
No, like these ones where they're more in the light.